fresh breath okasa nipa ho a nipa nyini tea and ne hwene nto nchen say wonum ehwam onu squeeze mu di asumsem na mu di mu nkomo a ya na manuoma nso aye fine aye refreshing to modern sabe bia agence toothpaste and in the Mike mamemra hwe
fancy me that say the kind ma onim send Richard Ofori birthday and then Richard Ofori nya 30 years.
Oh yeah, goalkeeper.
Yeah, Ghana goalkeeper
okay.
Richard Ofori. And then nya 30 years. So happy birthday Richard Ofori. I think me who say if yamboa no the right usage. I didn't say yamboa no after that AFCON way no. We have been very harsh on him, but yeah, we should happy birthday. When your new contract with Amazulu, Nyamankoye Mfamane na Bibi Ankoye. But my member media, my communication team Nabaso. And I am doing this because one, they have you see, opesa we creative na or thrive on the aspect of social media, at a tone or club or product in where you need to be deliberate about the attempt. And then you need to be very strategic in terms of the content and even timing. On my side, way now they are torn not just the club but also the new TNS stadium. You will be a friend of the where, who, what, and in communication. No, what Mediama has done is that anytime omoye anything about omo games, they always do not shirk away from letting you know where the game is happening. Say a picture. They mostly do it with a picture of a TNS stadium. Player be na TNS stadium no be home. So man for TNS stadium ne picture and ho a omo betro e dey go. That is something that is mostly done. But when you a new stadium and they've made every single attempt to say the omo be bia for creatives for home game no. Omo stadium ne ho bibia bem. So consciously or try during the original stadium no say omo picture no omo here for this game no flyer no. Say Shadrack was a flyer no to so you will know what I am talking about. Say a flyer nini. Watch TNA stadium go. Fine. It does not cater for the picture, then they add the video. See, you can check on most social media handles, our Facebook anyway. In the last 5 or 6 hours, Oma posting no less than 2 videos TNA stadium ne takwa surroundings in the womb. And it is purely technical. The where is it happening? Where baby? So you have an idea of what Takwa is about. Kudos to them. Who basically play a band dasui. You want to know more. Why? Or they are tongue player no so club. What are we talking about? Ghana Premier League, football match. So I want to praise them for their efforts. And it is the level of consistency with how they do this. It does not just end with match promos. Obiaya flyer. Yeah. But Mediama takes it a notch higher with the promo videos. And then even already behind the scenes, new way in I'll give them, but I want to single out Mediama. Behind the scenes, normally, even before the game, stadium surroundings, the ambience, new way. So they whet your appetite for the encounter. And I think they are doing a very good job. I was here Paul Mabaso with what they are doing. They should keep it up. Pre-match press conferences. So Petima, why is so consistent this season with that? Uyi 3. I was saying media man they do one. Omo bomb match we are coach and not say the beba. They will communicate on the game. There, you have a good gamer, coach be Canada, player be Canada. It gets you up close and personal with players at times. Players can be your move free or more background story kakra. This is what that we need our clubs to be doing. When people know more about you, then they become interested in you. Say and where it goes to most of the clubs in the Blue region. Bechem, Chelsea, Omoye, Omonye, Adriana, Omoye, Omujai Bitum. They need to seriously back up. If they are not careful, the game will move ahead of them and they will be caught behind. So it is not easy to do this. Cost involved in the idea, but you can start small and grow big. starts at a point. It only needs the commitment and then the passion for it. So wow, capacity into Mindra, you can team up with certain groups or individuals, and then they use their capacity to push you. Let us have these things consistently as part of our game. Nenton game no, na Emma game no soon to me konenim. So I want to praise Mediama for what they are doing on the game. Mauli wayo say playing body ne there. Omone coach Watara ni boni bia.
Was he BBN ho?
Ebi so coach ne subu efuomo. And coach ni bube efuomo. It is not because of omo personality ni pabaya omo ye, but it's because of ball no mobile park ne so no. No coach will be cool with these players and what has transpired on the field of play for this period. Coach so it is not true that Nyoma you cool between the coach and the players. No.
Sports.
It is not like that. But they can only back in some Okano with performances and the results. Ni adia to ni afidi yehu so coach ni players is resre. And this thing about Watara, he preaches patience. He preaches patience. But I'll check in the face, the demeanor, the facial expression. We say the name is
and matching the message.
Yeah, the name is for some time. We say visibly, he is very angry and disappointed in some of the players.
Wow.
It shows. And no beyond didi mua, it triggered that a year. And back and forth between Onone some journalists be.
Exactly. That's a buffo.
The frustrations. So how seriously need to turn around things. And there is something identical about November 1. November 1, 2023 has Kotakwa Kwashe Mediama by a goal to 0. But the last trip they went there, they were beaten convincingly 3. So has going to Takwano. So we last 5 back open waka ko wini dia kayina no okwa ye ne chika form. And then Mediama with the TNA Stadium the first time they are going to play us in such an encounter. I think a lot is at stake in this game. And the camp morale ni mood ni way war has a camp. And what is also happening with Mediama? They are in a very good position to beat Accra Suffolk and this has yebmane broso. And Sahas Yemane Broswa, then we are looking at maybe a draw. So a win for Mediama, straight ahead, I'm looking at that. Asante Kodoko. Then I say, all of a sudden conversations have changed. Anna, coach, then you hear, yes, coach, coach, please. You guys create chaos around your team, and it happens to affect the team in the long run. A team has played 8 matches. We lose 1. Last 2 games, our results have not gone well. Similar to Young Apostles Brekum Chelsea, draw. Then they recovered and won 3 on the trot. The only pain was our way to say against teams should have amassed maximum points because Legon City is a struggle. If you want to win the league, you must beat these teams. Young Apostles, newly promoted side, of first home game, beat this team. Then against Holy Stars.
Yeah, Holy.
Mediama went there to win. So it means it's possible to also go there and win. Where the only downside, but it doesn't mean the season aside. But the commentary in town and then outside, and I said, and please.
Yeah. No, to say Mike Mebao. Preparation bia to say Holy Stars be the abo Mediama no. So we are now your house now ba or multiply that preparation bia 2 or 3 times.
Exactly.
What must because 1 or bite your kotoko or bite your house. You understand
the motivation to
say better now discuss say Legon series ebi bet me turn in the flesh of Koroko. As I gra ampa shockingly. And it's a see an anka Legon series e bo mo baller. Baby anko mo deni. So
we should at times Tony down kakra a bit understanding of situations. 1, playing body of Kotokono almost 90% asesa. And so what's a new team? They don't just start boom no more bobo now open. There are times they will be so good you applaud them. There are times they will not play so well. Into ubebefum wakasa, but you need to be a bit understanding of the times. Nehu entikakra no, then they will be chopping and changing, and also they will be fine tuning. No more sharpen baby else sharpen their queen. And a Kodoko player 4 consecutive games. Wash a go. Exactly. These are things you need to encourage. No more kakra. Na omo improve because one, the only difference at times between player where you are there, any player where you are there, no, the confidence and the trust. So all players achieve a brain now. Cut team no negatives be now if players promotion apart so let's be a bit understanding of the times and then accept that Kotoko cannot win every game throughout. But when they do not win, we understand, we correct, and then together the team will be able to overcome.
Mate Mike, maybe apostle ho bafu polo ebiana masashi italiano a African print or the palm a polo shirt round neck v-necks and so a demamo a man dear wom a man so dear account mo pebi ato mo pebi ashe or different styles and as fabrics no and so a doso say a prebiamo damusunko institutions any companies any mo forming unions any kuahodwano dudum bafu polo pam and so amamo jumadi amu denawie payo afeme cow say Buffalo Classics no lapel tops and in the down or pam kaftan edema ma pam bi and so emma mema ni nyina sa wo pebi atwa Buffalo Polo as place order before 10 o'clock anopa by the close of that said day on Sabeka number no ay 0249600789 or ya juma ewa henema koko ben or we off Santase Obuasi and so a crane so ho announce Sabeka apostle.
Well, Misha said free Randy Abbey. I think that minimum set near kind of the diagram because on a more serious though, with experience over the decades, and the Ghana Football Association is the most experienced person in the Ghana Football Association. I'm talking executive council is the most experienced. Alex there or son of Biaba, but is the most experienced on the ESCO in terms of dealing with matters of Ghana Football Association there or him to be and so on himself he doesn't need to be. He's an ESCO member and then ESCO is also acting as an emergency committee unlike in the past and the ESCO when it comes to day-to-day ESCO no so meaning so but I think that his answer to Dr. Kobo's question will be a joking comment because of his experience. I know that he doesn't mean what he said, but the point is that the reason why last me can say the mistake the current president of the FA kept here was not making him the Black Star Management Committee chairman when he came because of the experience. I'm talking around the Abbey. Because of the experience and then the understanding of issues from Kwesi Nyantakyi time as somebody who has been member of the emergency committee and the executive committee. What they are here. So, Udu baby, I feel now one casano sa as every president sa the piano unshed and TRC we are now free a tree brim. You need experienced hands like Randy to be able to guide you through certain things strategically. Yeah, far point maybe more be within a certain period to deal with certain turbulent situations. A stabilizing area, then you can do a reshuffle. So me, I've always said that it was a mistake because, no disrespect, the convention of the vice president of the FA becoming a president of the FA, Kwesi Nyantakyi Nedibaye, or Fred Papo, the first chairman of Black Star Management under him, and later Kwesi Nyantakyi take care. So the convention, but you see, the difference here was that Fred Papo has too much experience that I can't do any. And I'm talking about experience and understanding of such issues. So Fred Papo in time as the Black Star Management Committee chairman, and don't forget Fred Papo is a very tough or no-nonsense leader, or call a spade a spade. He was able to deal with a lot of issues, and he has the understanding maturity to manage situations very well. But we don't have that in Obra like Ado. He's a solid guy, but when it comes to, I'm talking football, we can't corporate world. And see, it would have been appropriate for Dr. Randiabe to have given an opportunity at that time to handle the turbulent situations and then the challenges confronting us at that time. But unfortunately, this is where we are. For me, it was an unfortunate neglect. Now here we are. We have to face these issues head on in relation to the poor performance of the Black Star Management. So that's what I will say about that. Now, to Asani Kotoko. Supporters be brenti as Sebi, even Kotoko in the past take years to build a solid team. Kotoko in the past. It take years. So what take a decision, sir? Me perceive team no fan to my pefra. Team no shall say Bobo Papa. And the players that are now on me, you more Senebi and Fufraba. And you brought over 20 players, new players. Because I was what is I say, performing magic. Football nya magic. And got to find magicians be brought team room as players. It is going to take time. It can even take a minimum 2 seasons to get it right. Because the challenge is new players, matches also about thick and fast. Coach enyamre no preseason there so onyamre no sa say or shisho mu yesi na be ya omo do pack so a omo very coherent, there's cohesive play NC. So sometimes neo here at this time they say granny result and during training session you try to implement your person here match situation your person but onya samre no be brisa because match no cost. And you have to think about your opponent and strategy to be able to beat your opponent out. It's your opponent. And tenya fe na oba che pole pass ma me na me fa masa enim re for sao to be I say make sure say obono tan so ubenya results because the same supporters o amokasa san result any result amokasa so sebe results na be yemre nya botrese team no be bia kodu ni nema nkoye ni asesa aba in any case Koroko lose one match what is the big deal ni here na say mo be to aso support team no. I encourage you, coach. I remember Mona Sebiu, wako board draw baseke, wako luzu, ewakra. I remember na supporters, some supportive players. This is when they need you because hard or line say about Sunday. They need your support. They need your guidance throughout the season because of situation now. Because they will find itself in. And see, we enya fe na we actually wait in Fasobi and Nisu. Uti footballers here. Situation got to go omu here abotre support emre any encouragement to the players and the technical team. Because got team we I don't know about 3 years. No. So omu nya abotre where I find a coach so enya abotre ashe players no be say the way who be or train or match situation different. And ni nyina be take him technical team no be dream okay we over a period of time afede aboeni. So it's going to take some time to omunya botre emre no beba na mom sisi anya emre na enije no beto sa o build the team results be ko kakra o be lose ba kakra sai so shisha de e be juri na wasan share biom so omunya botre it's too early for blame mechanism debi o football bia fatu coach o say encouragement bia encourage players. That's for me that's the best thing. This is not the time your mama ye pe adia se be enche ne se no dodo. It's a major problem. Say idea there enye di my kra. But say build the idea there di my by the say there. Once second ya say no and na kasafin can so be dozen social media everywhere. The vulgar languages in describing the situation is not the best. Enye healthy, enye entity no. Mo breast with more problem. Wow. Mo breast. Oh fancy, mo breast more problem. More problem.
I was so easy. Na who ya de na poli me ba so sese nya botre ma me wo ma me na e time he ba me sha emperifo na ase time about center and a day abadwaso e drunk kai bon ne say wo ba wa fafro wa wo from abatua no fo no a eno enye ma ana afei ana asa oba no so wonya mfie dumi no ontimi nnum bi e above 12 years ansa na akoda no etimi anom time ba me sha de hia no so be test for malaria wo test na ba sampa mo ne bi e wo mo jane mo a e time ba meshane bedi wa kaginemu ama chese ya dear friend say malaria no watu ase kama wonu mato aduane enya wode anasa honamre nso abene paduane so droi enso ena bejo time hh ba mixture and the capsules enso ye adwuma eno say obese immune system be function ye obese ni paduane nya hodem aboba ebemanyam abowase ma mema yo enso sp esita 0244 417669 baby atodro bia kwa wonsa enso ebe kan de wo anana pole ma memra ho na fe yentio
boss me da senior akwanya odi amami fabulous the best fabulous the greatest fabulous usi mu odeye emu odampa chairman akani nyina chairman kotoko supporters ye da wase pa ne afutu a odi amaye no kre team ne de eno anu aka no ye hyehyɛ na me de bia me ka me say yewura me bodi kasem yewura se panie kura free to kageti a wote entini ye free radio so na division 2 players na division 1 na me bastard ma me behwa wan ene kotoko fan bia nya sa asem ni bi nka biem because ye kura quality players na mom team ni na enjele nti adwoble chairman ye da sepa ni wo futu audi amaye chairman nyame ya adoma Sunday ye gina kono mesra kotoko supporters team na eba no o players o sa wo team kotoko ye wo players ye ni team enti mesra kotoko supporters say ye ja match we boy players ne so a ene ye besan ba be su more than enura chidie no enye easy ko bash na eba sa wo hwe lion team na ne ba be bona
stadium no so ye ne stadium
oh chairman wo hwe team na ne be bona last season
Babashiru di Petros Shitembe Moje League no.
Thank you.
Okay.
Last season some players na no do omu ball league no and work keep omu ente se ye die ya good team na ye hyehye no enti mesre kotoko fans baby a wo bia se die start league ni ye na mesre ya de bases beko ebi besi stadium mesre atonsu ni sampatam ofo nyina monyo ni atonsu bas no na yenko yesre mo a ebi besi so am runabout mesre tafo kronom afrancho swami mazi microfo nyina monjoane ye swami runabout de no ne yenko ye de bibesi adwoso mesre kotoko fans mumra me yenko ma obi ansandi ska ma obi uduru ka ne ho a na watua usika no wafo dada na sister Ghana ukọ no ba ene utekiti nyina aka ho ye besre sesei amanfo frɛ me a chairman pole media nanu de si yesre hwiansi kotoko supporters ni enya tuturafo ntina de si ye yansoso enipa be 50 pe ena na epa yabo enipa ni egu ba sinum ni aburo 150 enti hwiansi empanyimfo ahyo ese nyamboa Sunday match no police iba no na soldiers so ka ho ye besre yasa ka se ma obi an print banner player say ye kotoko player fa banner ne bla me fo ye fo so ba se wo ye player obo another team se wo free obo asinti me print ne banner ba sankrofo no mu ye print no omu na ko so sa ne ma ni nyina ma obi an print obi abana e master di omu hobiem enti yesre kotoko fans mumla mienko yesre mo se ye jam match we bo players ne so a chairman ye besu a chen radie no ti mesra kotoko supporters nyamboa Sunday obi amra mienko chairman Madam Asipa Nyamboa.
Wo, Nana Polo Yensu Dansi, Yaba Befa course no, Nemum Kulun, Ghana Lemiteromo at the Chinese herbs, and I am Radiaba. Your Araba Bazin tablet, and no, I am Medro Tatashi, Bow, Ama Wayo Bar, menstrual pains, menstrual. I had disorders, Nina, and I see able to, or bar, I want some infertility, and I for bar. Wunia Tenka, Ewon Pemwadrono, and so I Araba Bazin tablet, or your Bema, I am Mr. Q, and I say Hunchu, capsules, Nimia Nuto. Na enum ni mienu nyina bom elbow prostate au ban na ijunso ya na echasa ojunso a obemam ehihwe besan boa ama sexually we bema no wa mre ewo mpama ni nyina no ebejai 0244275429 na waje wadro na onempenfo no enso akasa 21st clinic Daruma and ye fa course expert in sciatica yes call branches at doors across Ghana be bia be fabia at 21st clinic Bajuma 0540311311 ye fa course 0551931931 0548931931 hello caller. Hello.
What?
Openi me ba cho yeti o.
Atana ni ku ko yeti.
Ana ne ma oni so me.
Ano peso. Kapa income ni papa papa o ku ma mi kiano. Na kwa se traso asidua asna de Ghana ina ko la den ni kase. E de last season na kwa am fa so 1 year ya bi na afad. Na ye papa na mo tina die. I don't make pass on. I do have no fun of entire 30 minutes. At that time, and I will tell that I recover and that's all make your muscle as well. So ne has we the same match you. Oh, na me dey to support the so na have to we are na fine. I think first me be the has the just come down as you are.
Okay, Mate, yera say hello.
Yes sir.
Opening yetio.
That's what there.
Adom yentio.
We dey Robert. I'm going to see coaching class. I'm going to put that to ne ana bu je fi ame. Fancy ka ka mi yan say in the house of Greek na kono. Na match na da no emu o yen. Coach video na ka for my. Ta watala de. Aye on off. Edi ne bon pay. Ni be me baby ano. Me be dey yam ase. Me da ase.
Hello.
Fancy.
Opening
Awonya Solomon de.
yetio.
Ati ase wan tamle. Na na from Poma ta se wan chuma ngo be jano. Why do you more on ever Japoni Avasa? I'm a chair doctor. I like you, Amodomia, the vice president. Like I come back and say, Kumaja Santa Protocol supporters said, a Putua, senior my Namunia policy, the Avacano. I bet a team, a team, what they will play, like a can't crack. Like a car, Sunday in the team of the team manager. You was second of the league cable, no, you was second. Okay, then when they want to see a president. And Kenya Mutema a place by a person second there. As coach in one year in Yamaye, document and the respectable position in your leg. No, believe we say a leg, coach one Kenano, or 90 minutes.
Oh, yes, where I say hello.
Hey, Empeka, Emalatus, Senator, Adjourn Francis Marie.
Opening.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm not in Jam weapon or to me. No, pass a conquer or boys in the art and the market and I made them again.
Opening yetio.
Kobia, Fantabos, Kumasi, Asa, and Tikotoko. It is Wednesday, no. You can see a first defeat, but you only said team, no, I feel na air, she said, so supporters, no, among calm down, not even a couple support team, no, or Boate Lenke, Sports Stadium on Sunday to against a Heart of Lions. No, I mean, a boys in the Macramo.
Oh, yera say hello.
Fancy, the Di Maria.
Yes, boss.
The patch of man 88 in the word of Google.
Man, yetio.
Di Maria, in fact, who was the second come for a giant.
I'm on some more boy.
And count you. Let me suma Santimana Ghana mine. Let me be at because of football. MIA. Apostle Cassendi, I'm not going to support the area in a so be the cancer of players in Jelly, and I say, ye. Now, I'm going to cast some quality players. You're on a car. See, I feel I'm going to play in Jerry, Barcelona, Uncle Barcelona. You have strict Dodi, Barcelona. There's a funny form of Guangguao, and so they're Madrid. I do question what bone. I say, coach, and your friends, what are our bone? I wish a Norman coach. Munka Jabu, no, Mama, your friends, Ghana football. Now, coach is no matter, Omusha. Fancy, and no one could you cry.
Mate, yera simpi, yen fadu chat hello.
Hello?
Yes, I'm about you, it's you.
If I show, me did the Richard.
Ah, it's you.
Now, if I show fully, I just now all can say, a more beyond Banamba Stadium. No, it is a mimi and I'm a barber supporting now. Any coins of the Banaba Stadium.
Also, Kotoko for okay.
Enemy Gatesy. Yeah, sir. Who be support you team and no support you team. Obisu support you, be a support you, be done in IFA. General, the all Canadian enemy.
Mate, yera say, yes, sorry, so your brand so news and a bad dedican. Shak, happy birthday to Pau Kwesi Mangala, our South soon, so we if we some hazard and a hazard, say Pau Kwesi, our South soon, so you show happy birthday. Happy birthday to Yao Jesse Nimako, Uko School, our St. Hubert, Catholic Senior High, where from most sisters Pokuya, and Ako, and I say, you show a year our dapa. Yaminton Supango Munamo birthday no so yeah sorry news and Benjamin match na Saturday. Yebeshi till 10